Hello, if you are catching the replay, we're going to get started here in just a few seconds, but let me know in the comments below where you're watching from. I can see we already have some amazing people from around the world. We have Cape Town, South Africa. We have Illinois in the United States. So please go ahead and share that down below. And like I said, we are going to get started in just a few moments so that everybody can jump in, get in. We don't want to miss anything. Also, if you haven't grabbed your workbook yet or your worksheet, look down below this video in the description box. There is a link that says get your free workbook. There is a link there. Click on that. It's going to take you to a Google Doc. You will need to go into File and create a copy. I wanted to give you this worksheet to be able to take notes because there's going to be a lot of information. The last time I did this training last week, we went a little bit over an hour, and I wanted to give you kind of an outline of the notes so you don't miss anything and you can leave this training with a clear outline of what you learned and what you can implement. So make sure you grab that. And we are going to dig in. Erin is in the chat. Erin, say hello. If you've got any questions during this training, please type the letter Q or hashtag question. Erin's going to be collecting those and giving them to me to answer at the end of this training. So I'm just going to type in, we are live. Go ahead and hit refresh. And let me know if you can hear and see me. All right, so like I said, today we're going to be talking about the 3 secrets you need to understand if you're going to start using video in your content plan. So what I'm going to be talking about here is the entire process to go through to really utilize video to not only increase your reach, so get some organic reach, but also start to build that community and those followers that want to watch every single video, want to buy any course or any services that you offer. Erin is in there. Like I said, she is answering all your questions. If you did not get the workbook yet, it is in the description box below this video. It says get your free workbook here. Click on that page. I actually think I need to update that. Hold on real quick. Erin will post it. Erin, can you click the link in, put the link to the workbook in the chat? It looks like I didn't update the correct link for the workbook, but Erin has that available. And we are going to get started. YouTube boy says no sound, but I think Blakeford, Erin, and Issue can see me, so I think we're good. I'm just trying to get all the tech issues resolved here before we dig into this. It is going to be a slide presentation because there's a lot of information that I need to cover here with you today. This is not a fluff training. This is literal action steps that you can take today to really see movement in your video content. So just be aware, I will be looking at my notes because I've planned this all out for you. Again, Erin is going to be in the chat getting all your questions that you need. And I'm going to be answering them all at the end of this training. All right, so feel free to share where you're watching from, and I always like a little icebreaker of what are you drinking today? So right now, I got some lemon ice water. I've been talking all morning to students, and so I just needed to keep some water nearby. I usually like to have a nice LaCroix here in the afternoon, but go ahead and share with me where you're watching from and what you're drinking. And I would also like to know, what's your specialty? What's your niche? What is it that you do? I love getting to know people here, and it's just so crazy to hear all the different niches and where everybody is watching from around the world. I love teaching this stuff, and I'm so passionate about it and helping small business owners really leverage video content to their advantage, because I know what it's like when you're trying to grow that email list and you're just getting started and it feels like ads are your only answer. So I'm going to be showing you the organic way to do this. We've had hundreds of people sign up for this training last Friday and today. And you're here live to get the absolute most. And remember, you are getting the opportunity to ask me all of your questions during the live Q&A after this training, after we wrap it all up. So if you're ready, give me a thumbs up emoji or a yes in the comments. and we are going to get started. So I'm going to check and make sure everybody is set in the comments. We've got India, Latvia, crafting, I'm drinking water. Hi, Becky Creates. Awesome. I love seeing y'all pop in there. Like I said, I'm doing some slides. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. And we're going to dig into the meat of this content. So we are going to go ahead and present. And I think we're good to go. I think I need to move this, get it back here, and close this guy right there. And we are ready to roll. So, because I know everybody has been to a free training, and not all of these free trainings or masterclasses are created equally. So I'm going to tell you right now, most of these masterclass downright suck. So what makes mine different? The first thing that makes mine different is the keyword simple. I'm going to share a little bit more about me here in a few minutes, but if you know anything about me, you know I'm the least tech person you will meet. And my secret to showing up on YouTube every single week for the past 4 years is keeping video simple and minimizing hurdles to get in my way to create video content. I've also taught many clients who've come from the blog writing world and the Instagram caption world how to start with a simple camera setup and just start creating video content with the least amount of tech. The second thing is I've learned early on that you can't create content for all the platforms. If you really want to utilize and get the most return on investment out of the content you are creating, you need to be strategic with specifically video content. And the third thing that makes this training different than any other training you've set in on is you can't just wait until last minute to create content. This is a key that I've learned throughout this process of 4 years. This is a lesson I learned specifically after having my second child. I struggled with postpartum depression. There were days I literally couldn't get out of bed to make content, but content was what was driving my business, what was driving leads to my business. And it's so prominent right now with kids at home. There's no kindergarten starting in the fall. Kids are going to be at home. I need to be very strategic about my time, and you need to be very strategic about your time and make a plan the best way we can, because there's going to be days that we can't create content. So we need to plan ahead for that. So back when I was dealing with postpartum, what I learned that I was able to implement this past year with kids being at home was batching. So the days that I could show up, I could knock out all my content in one day. Okay, now let's hear from you. Let's get a little bit of conversation going. Do you currently feel burnt out with creating content because you feel or you've been told the more content you create, the more successful you will be? Type me and let me know if you've been there and you're tired of writing those blog posts or those newsletters last minute. So right before they need to go live, you're writing them. Will this be available at the live stream? For a short distance, Ashley, and I'm going to be sharing something that you can get for free at the end of this training, but you have to be on live, Ashley. So just a heads up. Who is struggling with content creation, right? Blakeford is music and storytelling. She's drinking coffee, always coffee. Yes. Priyanka, my niche is personal finance and productivity. Great. Alyssa, personal development and life coaching. I love it. The Come Up with Ray. He's in Phoenix and drinking water because it's hot. I can only imagine. Okay. Your niche is cooking. Great. Let's move on. Here's how today is going to go. So here's how this training is going to go. Like I said, I've got some notes. So I'm going to be reading my notes from my slides. And I'll be looking back and forth from the camera into my notes because I don't want to miss anything that I plan for you guys. While I might go through this fast, there might be a time where the video freezes or I slow down a bit. This could be your internet. So just go ahead and hit refresh or close out some of the tabs. I'm not going to tab judge you. So if you have a couple tabs up, I usually have about 50, no, not 50, but maybe 10 up at one time. The more tabs you have up, the more that could slow down your bandwidth. So if you just close out of some tabs, that will help it as well. Like I said, I'm going to stay to the end and answer every last question that you have, but I will be saving questions until the end because I don't want to bounce in and out and skip any of the content that I have planned for you. Like I said, Erin is in the chat. She's my happiness coordinator. She's collecting all your questions. So make sure you pop them in the comments with a Q, capital Q, or hashtag question, and she'll get them to me. And then here's what you can expect next. I want to know in the chat, give me a 1 if you haven't gone full-time in your business yet. Maybe you're running a side hustle, you're doing it, after your full-time job, but you would really love to go full-time in your job. Give me a 1 in the comments. Or give me a 2 if you are currently full-time in your business. You've created your own business and you're full-time, but you feel like you're spending your life creating content or stressing over the content you're going to create, or you feel like a failure when you aren't showing up consistently with content, right? So give me a 1 if you are waiting to go full-time, or number 2 if you are already full-time in your business. I'm going to grab a drink. My throat is already sounding crazy. The intuitive wife is doing her side hustle. Jara Projects doing her side hustle as well. Alessandra, 1, beginning to set it all up. Angel is full-time. Miss Ideologist is ideas on what I did in my life and how I did it. Awesome. So let's move on to my goal for you today. I'm sorry, I am clicking my lips a lot. I do not know why I'm making that clicking sound. I'm going to be conscious not to do that again. This is my goal for us today, is to see how you can start replacing yourself and a sales team whose purpose is to generate money into your business. This could be ads. So I'm going to be talking a lot about how this process that I'm going to teach you is going to replace Facebook ads. And I'm going to show you how to replace all of that, even you and Facebook ads, with video that will do all the work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free. Specifically, I'm going to show you how to navigate all the tech with video so you can ensure you're creating the best videos possible with the tech that you have. I'm also going to teach you how to script your content so that people, A, watch your content, and B, take action so they're getting over to your business so you start making more money so you can go full time. 3, we're going to talk about YouTube 101 and a major myth about YouTube that you might be believing and why it's not true. And then I'm adding a little bonus section in here on how you can create one video and multiply to 10 different platforms and what my secret is behind that. Now, once you see how this is all possible, how you can start tackling these steps, the next thing I'm going to do is I will be opening the doors to my program at the end of this training. And there will be an opportunity for you to get my video workflow blueprint as well as my workflow vault. This is so important, especially if you're just getting started with your business, setting up these workflows that really help you stay productive and know what you need to do. I'm going to tell you how you can get that for free at the end of this training. And the program that I'm going to be opening today, it is the Video Strategy Academy. It is my signature program that has gone through so many evolutions to a point where it is now really my pride and joy. And all the students inside are amazing and killing it with their own video strategy. It teaches you how to really figure out YouTube specifically, and then how to use the search engine capabilities because of YouTube to get in front of more people, more of the right people that are going to buy your product or want to hire to work with you. Because here's the deal, subscriber numbers and follower numbers aren't paying you jack. They're paying you $0. So you need to make sure you're getting in the front of the people that are going to give you money, buy your stuff, work with you. And this program shows you how to do that, plus how to really maximize that video in more than just YouTube, all right? So this is a student of mine. She loves this program. She's already invested 2 months into it, and she's so glad that she did. And she's already told multiple friends to sign up for this this week while it has been open. Also, this is Hope. This is so great. Hope just signed up for this program on Saturday, and she already went through a lot of the training, and you can see she's seen a huge difference in retention on her videos and engagement rates. So inside of this program, it's broken down into 8 major modules along with some additional bonuses. So you're going to see module 1 is teaching you all the foundation about YouTube and understanding YouTube. Then we go into the strategy behind creating the right videos. Then we're going to get your YouTube channel set up to look as professional as possible. From there, we're going to talk about all the different tactics that you can do to make sure people are seeing your content. From there, I'm going to show you how to film that video, all of those extra steps and all of that tech behind the scenes. Then I'm going to tell you how to BYOE, be your own editor. And we've got training in there on how to use Camtasia, iMovie, and Final Cut. Then we're going to talk about all the optimizing of the video and finally how to promote it. So we got a lot of stuff jam-packed in there. So we're going to start with a quick win right now because we are already 15 minutes in and I got to get you a quick win. So here's the fastest way to find a great video on YouTube. Okay. What I find most people struggling with, and I want to hear from you as well. Do you, one, have so many ideas you don't know where to get started, or two, have no idea what video to create? Let me know if you're a 1 or a 2. You have so many ideas you don't know which one to do, or 2, you don't have any at all. So let me know where you're at. And hold on, I'm catching up with my notes here because we know video is a powerful piece of content. In fact, it's called king because all the social platforms love video and they rise video to the top, right? Facebook, Instagram, even LinkedIn, and of course, Google. And this is amazing because we need to remember YouTube here, all right? These videos on YouTube will become your 24/7 sales team and they can do all the work for you while you're off homeschooling your kids this fall, unfortunately. So wouldn't you much rather be focused on homeschooling than trying to juggle both video, creating content, and homeschooling? Because it's hard. Been there, done that. I was so glad this spring that I had my video content strategy already in place because when I didn't have childcare for 3 months, I had to rely on my video content to do the work for me. And what actually happened is from March to May, we had our best months of our year when I was hardly working at all because my video content was working for me. So let me show you exactly how to find these video ideas. So the first thing is easy. You go into YouTube, you start typing your idea here in YouTube search. All right, when you start to type a topic in YouTube, YouTube is going to populate actual terms people are searching for. These are the topics you want to create videos around, okay? Don't waste videos on topics people aren't searching. So for example, I started to type what to share on Instagram. You can see one topic is what to share on Instagram stories. How to share post on Instagram story is another topic. Remember, these aren't keywords. I'm not saying keywords. I'm saying topics. How to share responses on Instagram stories. All right. So I want to actually show you right now what this looks like in practice, in real life. Okay. Because it's so great to easily say that's how you do it. But here is a client we worked with 101. She has a calligraphist and her goal was to grow her channel to get more people to know who she was, to buy more of her art courses. So we started to type in how to do calligraphy. And you can see right there, one of the topics is how to do calligraphy with Crayola markers. So we recommended that video, gave her some ideas on how to do that. She is the 3rd search result for how to do calligraphy with a Crayola marker. And that video has over 42,000 views. Next, how to do calligraphy with a Sharpie was another topic. So we told her to do that one. It's at the top of search and again, 47,000 views. Now this next one is pretty amazing. How to do calligraphy with a pencil. One you may never even think about doing. We recommended this one to her and look at that, 1.4 million views. And you can see right there, she has over 143,000 subscribers. When she came to us last year, she had about 40,000 subscribers. So that's how quickly she grew in less than a year. And those are some of her biggest videos yet. Now, I share this with you because I want you to make money without having to pay. Pay for ads, pay for all your time, right? Because when it comes to paying for ads, I know from experience what it's like. One, getting ads to work for you is hard work. There's a lot of testing and tweaking. Just because one ad is even doing well doesn't mean it's going to do well forever. And 2, most of us are just getting started. So many of you said this is your side hustle. You want to take full time. So you don't have the money to invest in ads. And if you do have money, ads isn't the first place that you need to invest your money right now. So doing your content this way that I'm about to show you, it can really do all the heavy lifting for you. All right. So I want to hear from you in the chat. Again, I want this to be engaging. I want to communicate. I want to have a dialogue here. Why did you show up today? There's a spot in your workbook. If you haven't got it yet, Erin will drop the link to that. But there is a spot in your workbook that gives you a space to write this down, or you can share it with us in the chat. Why did you show up today? Go ahead, write it down, because Only 30% of people who sign up for these types of training actually show up, and you did. So why are you here? What do you want to take away from? Okay. I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to pop over to the chat and see what's kind of going on here. Okay, I've got lots of ones. Again, I just want to hear why you guys showed up here today. And I'm going to introduce myself. So if this is the first time you found me here, this is the first time you're hearing from me, my name is Trina. I am actually an MBA grad, a Master's of Business grad who quit the perfect job, so to speak, because I hated it. The environment was very negative. The work wasn't what I was passionate about. So I decided to start my own business. And since doing that over 5 years ago, I've helped clients with over 500,000 YouTube subscribers nail down a clear strategy to start reaching the right people. It's not about reaching the masses, it's about reaching the right people. I've taught about YouTube and video strategy on stages from the Altitude Summit out in Palm Springs to the Alabama Wedding and Event Professionals. I get to help students from all different niches from across the world nail down their video strategies and see the needle, more importantly, the profit in their business move every single day inside of Video Strategy Academy. And I also manage these two little guys, my 3 and 5-year-old, all while doing this. So, I see that Jara is a newbie and wants to be more successful on YouTube. I see that Stephanie wants to help women stop over drinking. I see that Alyssa tips to grow my channel and grow. Angel to learn how I can start using my favorite way to create content to increase my visibility, get more clients, and grow my brand awareness. Angel, I love it. I love it. That's perfect. I love hearing that. This is going to be great for you. Before we dig in, I need to address some of the common lies that we believe about video content, okay? Specifically about video and YouTube. So that first common lie that we have is you need a perfect YouTube strategy before you can even get started. I work with a lot of perfectionists, and they come to me, they're like, Trina, I need a perfect strategy in place before I shoot my video. But unfortunately, that's not how YouTube works, okay? You need to get some content out there. You need to get the data that YouTube provides you to then craft your strategy, okay? But we are going, yeah, okay, sorry. I was just reading my notes, making sure I covered that all, because the key here is we need to see the numbers. We need to see what YouTube is picking you up for. We need to see what your audience wants to hear from you. And the only way we're going to do that is if we get the numbers you're going to get from posting on YouTube. It's like that Jerry Maguire quote, right? Show me the money. I need you to show me the numbers and the data in YouTube. So you need to understand, if you're just getting started on YouTube, those first couple of videos need to be those free videos. Yes, you can start with your first 6 videos doing topics that you want to talk about and see what YouTube actually picks you up for. But I want you to think of this as an umbrella category, right? Your channel needs to be a channel for a specific person or a specific topic. For me, it's online video. But within that, I talk about YouTube video. I talk about how to use video to get clients. I talk about video workflow, video editing. You need to think of your channel as like Home and Garden Network, right? We know what we're going to Home and Garden Network for, Home and Garden TV, but there are subcategories within that, right? There are the Chip and Joanna Gaines. There are the Homes on Homes. There are the gardening videos. There are the gardening series as well. So you need to make sure, if you're, say, a cooking channel, you're obviously not going to post videos around productivity or your favorite reading books, right? You need to post cooking. So whether it's cooking breakfast, cooking dinner, cooking utensils, right? It's still in that niche. It doesn't just mean you're going to post whatever you want. You just need to get a feel for what niche to nail down once you start creating those videos. The second lie is that you don't have the perfect background or the perfect equipment. And I know a lot of you are professional business owners and you want to be seen as a professional business owner on your videos, but it can be hard to try and utilize your current home, especially, as I said earlier, if it's also the new elementary school room. But I love to connect with people on a real basis, and that is when you just let people see what it's really like where you are really you, okay? And we are seeing this now more than ever, specifically morning shows and late night shows. There were so many times in March and April, I was screaming at the television to tell people to move their camera up just a little bit or go in front of that window that's behind them, turn their camera around. But late night ratings were the highest they've ever been because people were actually seeing what it looks like in their home. We're all nosy people. They made it authentic. Jimmy Fallon had his kids in there. He shot in his house with whatever the background was behind. The same thing with Savannah Guthrie on the Today Show. She used whatever she had and she showed people like, this is my spare bedroom. This is what we did to get started, okay? You don't need a professional background to get started. That third common lie that we hear so often over here is the time problem. Okay. I even heard this yesterday as a guest expert. I was teaching at a mastermind as a guest expert, and they said, I don't do video yet because I don't have time. Well, I'm going to show you here today that video actually is going to save you time. In this little bonus, I'm going to teach you about multiplying your video because I don't have time, right? I'm only working half days nowadays. I'm only working Monday through Thursday. And it's going to be even less when I have my daughter here in kindergarten in my office. So I'd love to hear from you. Which one of these lies have you been believing? Number one, that you need that perfect YouTube strategy before you get started. Number two, you need the perfect background or the perfect equipment before you get started. Or number three, this is going to take way too much time for you to even get started. All right, I'm seeing where we at. Ely, I want to start making money for my business, a nonprofit organization for Spanish speaking chronic pain. That is such a great one. You can see that the workbook is popped in there. You see it's get your workbook. All you need to do is click on that link, go up to make a copy, create a copy, and you can start filling all of this in as we go through here so that you actually have notes to take away and implement into your business or your YouTube channel when we're finished. I see Stephanie is a 1. I see Alyssa is a 1 and a 3. Keep them coming, guys. I love to hear these lies because they are so common. And so why do I know these myths so well? Not only have I seen your questions come in and other people who follow me address these common lies, but I've believed these too, okay? I've felt them, I've believed them. Being a YouTube strategist, though, I need to look at the data. And here's a little secret. I'm not a numbers person at all, but when we really break it down into data and we actually look at results, we can start to understand why now is the time we need to shift our ideas about content and why now is the perfect time. You've got to get started with video like right now because the numbers don't lie. You can see by 2022, which is next year, 2 years from now, which seems like a lifetime from now, online video will make up more than 82% of all consumer internet traffic. That's 15 times higher than it was in 2017. Social media posts with video have 48% more views. So if you're posting to Instagram or you're posting to LinkedIn or Facebook and nobody is looking at your content and you're getting no engagement, you need to start using video on those platforms. And social video gets shared 1,200% more than text and images combined. So again, if you want to continue to grow your visibility, like I've heard you say in the chat, you need to be creating video content because your followers are going to share it out to their followers. And that's the easiest way to grow organic visibility is to create shareable content, and video is the best way to do that. And we are on YouTube, so I don't think I need to hit on this one very hard, but over 1.9 billion people use YouTube. That's about 1/3 of the internet. So a lot of the times I get some pushback from people that my audience isn't on YouTube yet. There's 1.9 billion people on YouTube. I'm sure some of your audience is on YouTube. When we are talking about YouTube, I also wonder, why do we tend to forget about YouTube? So many people talk about blogging and Instagram and Facebook, but you can see in this chart, I know these lines are a little bit hard to read, but that like light blue line is showing you how quickly YouTube has been growing over the years. And that red line is Facebook. You can see how quickly YouTube grew in the last year, and it's quickly catching up to Facebook that has been plateauing. You need to be getting on YouTube with video content. This is the secret sleeper strategy that's going to get you success in your business and really utilize the content that you're creating. I love this quote. It says, video marketing solidifies your online presence whilst building deep and meaningful relationships with your customers. Adds a personal touch to your brand whilst increasing your conversions. Video is the best way to build know, like, and trust in this crazy, noisy online world. And if you don't have know, like, and trust, no one's going to buy from you, because here's the thing. Basically, everything is buyable, right? You can buy anything these days, but what makes you stand out and what makes people want to buy from you or work from you is they know, like, and trust you. And that's what video content does. And yes, this does include more than just YouTube. That's what makes this training and my program specifically so unique and different, because while I focus on YouTube being the hub or the home of all your content so it can work for you for months and years to come, you also need an easy to implement video strategy for all the social platforms without making more work for you, because people aren't just going to pop over to YouTube from Facebook or from Instagram. You need to bring content to them to grow your visibility on those platforms as well. There are people that are going to hang out on Facebook. There are people that are going to hang out on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. We need to bring our content to them so that they buy from us, okay? It's not about building YouTube subscribers. It's not about building followers on Instagram. It's about getting your content in front of people who are going to buy from you or work with you, okay? Whew. And the key here is nothing solidifies this more than a story from 2 winters ago. My entire family, all 4 of us, were down with the flu. And during that Friday when we were down with the flu, I had an email from somebody who said, I just watched a video of yours on YouTube and then I watched 6 more. How do I hire you? I want to work with you. I was literally down on the floor with the flu in the bathroom, you know the drill. And I have an automated system in my client management system that I just went in and I clicked basically start. She was sent a proposal. She accepted it. She was then sent a contract. She accepted it. She was then sent an invoice. She paid it. So when I showed up in my office here on Monday, after having the flu all weekend, I had a high-paying client. Our one-on-one clients pay $2,500 a month with a 3-month commitment. I was able to get that client while I was sick with the flu because my video content built that know, like, and trust with her and proved to her that this was the person she wanted to work with. So that is the power that video has. Okay, I'm going to check to make sure you're all still with me. Give me a big yes in the comments if you're ready to make a commitment to listen, lean in, and vow to make a change with your content strategy moving forward. So let me hear from you guys. I see Jatna came in late. That's okay, Jatna. Stephanie, that's it for me. I post on Facebook and Instagram and there is no engagement. Yes, Stephanie, are you posting videos? Videos are so important these days, and Facebook and Instagram are pushing videos, especially Instagram has introduced IGTV and Reels. You can really see how these social platforms are pushing video. So Anwar, In the Intuitive Wave, Alyssa, Jara, Stephanie, you ready? Okay, let's get rocking and rolling. You may be thinking, oh crap, Trina, have I missed the video boat already? Like, you've heard all these stats and you see all these people getting started. Crap, did I miss the boat? Well, yes, more and more people are using video. Here's the good part. Not all of them are doing it in the best way or using it to grow their business or generate leads for their business, because that's where you're really going to make the money. So if you're currently creating content for your business, right, on Instagram and Facebook, here's how most people are creating content for their business and why you don't have time for video. Usually you come up with a content idea, right? And then you write a blog post or you do a podcast episode. From there, you send out a newsletter to your audience to promote that podcast episode or blog. Maybe you promote it on Instagram with some captions. Maybe you put it, a pretty picture and some captions on Instagram or on Facebook. You do an Instagram story about it. Maybe you do a Facebook post and you're like, okay, now I need to do a video, but dang it, I don't have time. I got to go back. I got to write a new post for this week because I did all that last week and I got to start the process all over. Here's what you need to think about. Which one of these platforms has the longest staying power? Where can you create content that's going to live longer? Because I did the research for you, and the average Instagram content lifespan is 48 hours. If you post on Instagram today, it's going to be gone by the weekend. Nobody's going to see it within 2 days, all right? Facebook is even worse. A post has an average lifespan of 6 hours. If you post it at lunchtime today on Facebook, nobody's probably going to see it by dinner time. All right. But on YouTube, the average lifespan, okay, because I'm going to show you a case study here. The average lifespan of a YouTube video is 20 days. So why are we focusing all of our efforts on content that's disappearing so fast when we can focus our efforts on content that lives longer? So we need to readjust our mindset and flip that video back to the beginning of our process, okay? So now we come up with that content idea. We film a YouTube video with, and I'm going to tell you how to do this, alternate endings for Instagram and Facebook. You write that summary to your newsletter. You repurpose that video on Instagram TV. You repurpose that video on Facebook. You pull out 1-minute clips for the Instagram feed or Instagram stories. You can really start to maximize how much content you can get out of one video when you change your mindset to create your content this way. And this is specifically why video matters. A website is 53 times more likely to reach the front page of Google if it includes video. And this is so true. There are many keywords on Google that not only does my YouTube video show up, but my blog post on my website shows up as well. So that's 2 hits on the front page of Google for keywords that I want to show up for. Video increases organic search traffic on a website by 157%. Again, I'm showing you how to get organic reach so you don't have to pay for ads. This is the quickest way to go from that side hustle to getting clients and to get people to buy your digital products, getting them organically so that you can go full-time in your business. 52% of marketers say video is the type of content with the best ROI. So people want ROI. People have tested this. This is what people are using, okay? This is what people want to see. I love another quote again, waiting for perfection is never as smart as making progress. And I always talk about this when it comes to video, because what happens is you don't start video being the best. Okay, I'm going to show some examples here, but I always like to use the analogy to riding a bike. Nobody jumps on a bike and cruises down the largest hill in the neighborhood, right? You've got to get on. You've got to try. You got to fall off. You got to get back up. You got to learn, okay, why did I fall? I leaned a little bit to the left. I leaned a little bit to the right. I was a little shaky with the handlebars. Those are all things that you are learning when you're riding a bike. There are things you're going to learn on video the more you do it and the more you show up on video. So don't expect those first ones to be perfect, but you've got to stay consistent and you've got to keep at it if you want those videos to get better. Whew. All right. I realized this when within 3 months of starting my business, people were tagging me in Facebook groups and in forums as the video girl and referring to people to me as the YouTube girl. And they said, if you need help with video or YouTube, go to Trina. She's the video girl. And that was 3 months into my business because I didn't have a fancy website with like 1,000-word blog posts. I focused all of my video content on YouTube and focused sharing really, really good content and letting people know who I am, even though I was super awkward on camera and it took me a while to find my video self. People buy from people, okay? And if they are going to buy from you and come back for more, you've got to do video. And look, I shot with the same camera for years. I used iMovie for most of those years as well. I used what I had, and my business grew because I showed up on video and I gave them good content. I let them get to see me. I let them get to see my teaching style, so they were ready to buy when they found out I had a course and I was able to help them. Not only that, but I booked speaking engagements. I got invited to speak at conferences, retreats. I got asked to speak at podcasts. In fact, I just had an inquiry today. Somebody asked me to speak at their online summit because I'm showing up on video and they know what they can expect from me. This is the quickest way to build your visibility. And it hasn't just happened to me. Mallory, who's a student inside of my program, Video Strategy Academy, after just 2 months of implementing what I teach inside of the program, she had her most profitable month in her business. And she could directly link it to the video content that she was creating. And more importantly, she doesn't have massive followers. Her Instagram and her YouTube have under 500 followers and subscribers. So this is how important it can be to target the right people and not the masses, because when you target the right people, you're going to make the money. The same thing with Vanessa. She booked her dream speaking engagement at a major conference because the conference organizer saw her video on YouTube and knew what to expect from her, knew she was going to provide really good content for the attendees. But the best part about Vanessa is she's literally just using a webcam and sitting in front of a window in her living room. So that's really what powerful video content can have for your business. I just want you to take a second and think what could be possible, okay? What could be possible if you could leverage the most powerful content that is out there and multiply it to all of those platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, in less time than it takes you to create your content now? What could you do with that extra time? What if the work you put into creating content actually paid off and you have more leads and inquiries in your business than ever before? You wake up and your inbox has people wanting to know how to work with you and not hear crickets. What could be possible if you could launch your first course or your first digital product and people are ready the instant you tell them it's available to buy it? What would that do? What would be possible? Who's ready to start? Can I get hands up if you're ready to hear how we start? Because if this year has taught us anything, it's that we need to be adaptable and make changes on a dime, even if it's pushing us out of our comfort zone and doing YouTube video. Okay, so we're going to jump into the 3 secrets to getting started. And I'm going to check the chat, see where we're all at, make sure you're all with me. Make sure you have that worksheet as well. It's popped in there. Ellie says, that's my problem. I think I have everything perfect before recording video. Oh, I got some examples for you. I cannot wait to share this. Marcia, every time I see a live chat, I feel you guys can see me too. Stephanie, yes, that's my timeline. Then I don't feel like I have enough time for video. Plus, how do I make my topic fun? It's hard. I do. I'm going to show you how to do some of this, okay? Everybody's saying hello. We're still with me. All right. Mia is here as well. All right, you guys. So let's jump in. These are the 3 secrets that I'm going to share with you. Secret number 1 is getting started. All right. I think this is going to hit some of you pretty hard. Secret number 2 is not where, but what. Again, I see some of you. This is really, really going to hit you guys at home. And the secret number 3 is YouTube 101. So where do we get started? How do we get started? You just need to create videos, right? You can understand. You need to get started. Sorry, tongue tied here. You need to get started before you can understand how to craft a strategy for YouTube, okay? YouTube is, like I said, going to give you all the numbers and all the data and know how to create that strategy, but you need to get content up first to know what to double down on. This is my friend Janet. She was a client of mine. She is a hand-painted cell phone case artist. And when she came to me, she's like, people just want to see me paint. They just want those time-lapse videos to see the cell phone cases. And I said, Janet, can we try something different? I want you to maybe do a day in the life to just see, let's try a different style of video. What happened was that particular video that she didn't think she wanted to do or she didn't think our audience wanted to see got more traffic than the 5 other that we put out. If we wouldn't have recommended that video, we wouldn't have known her audience wanted to learn more about her and connect with her on a more personal level, okay? So that's why you have this freedom to create 6 videos at the beginning to really get some data. So until you get content up on YouTube, you don't know what content is actually going to connect or work for you. And I do this every 6 months on my channel as well. I will test new topics. I will try different styles of filming just to see if my audience is craving something new and what they actually are liking. Now, I know there's one other thing holding you back from getting started, and that's probably equipment. So let's talk about that. I'm going to run through a few options here. The best equipment is going to be what you have. So this first one that the arrow is pointing to is a ring light. That's the easiest way to get even lighting. I got my ring light as a Christmas gift a few years ago. It was a little over $200, so don't think that's where you need to invest. This is a microphone, an ART. I need to get the actual number, but a lot of podcasts hosts use this, and I believe it's under $50. So that's a great microphone to get good audio quality. This is the camera I used for 4 years. This is the Canon G7X. This was the Mark I, the very first version, which is still available, cheaper than the newer versions. And I love this one because it has a flip-up screen, and it's easy for me to see that I'm in the frame And it was easy for me as a mom to take along and use at the park or wherever we were going with kids. Next is a webcam, which is what I'm shooting on right now. And I get great quality from this C920 webcam. I've shot YouTube videos on this before when I've been in a pinch. And this is a great camera. It's under $100 and a great place to get started. This is the Blue Yeti mic. It's a little over 100. I think it's 120 US dollars. It's what I'm recording on right now. It's the audio you hear from me right now. And when you do use this Blue Yeti, you're going to have two separate files. You're going to have your video file from your camera or your webcam. Then you're going to have the audio file from this, which there's not a problem syncing those up. I actually teach you how to sync your audio and video files up if they're separate inside of Video Strategy Academy. We all have it, our phones, and I'm going to tell you this is the best place to get started. Super easy, super simple, great quality. Most cameras on the phones are just as good as any of these other cameras that I've mentioned. This is one that I've recently upgraded to, and I'm going to tell you it took me a long time to figure it out. I got it back in January. I had to watch a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to figure it out. And it was kind of a pain to get started. And like I said, I'm not a tech person, but that's where I'm at now. I got the settings figured out and I just leave those settings alone. This is an easy lighting resolution or a easy lighting solution. It's umbrella lights. You can buy these for cheap on Amazon, usually around $25. And it's really the best lighting for the cheapest amount other than free natural light. And then this is the microphone that I am using on that Canon EOS that white camera there. It's got a shotgun mic. I can put it right on that camera, plug it into that camera, and then just have one audio and video file together. So just so you can see the different options, but this is what happened when I got started with the DSLR. This is a story for you guys that you don't need to start with the DSLR because I thought I was going to be super fancy. Get started with the DSLR, use my parents' DSLR and used it, shot 4 videos, and this is what it looked like. Blurry, bad lighting because I didn't understand the settings to open the camera lens. And then I was just defeated. I was like, what was the point? Like this made it much too complicated to create video content. So do not think you need a fancy DSLR to get started with video. This is all you need. Literally, you just need an iPhone and some type of audio, all right? Whether it's a Blue Yeti, whether it's a lavalier mic, whether it's your earbuds that have a microphone. This is all you need to get started. This is my friend Ashlyn. She's a copywriter and she avoided content for so long because like me, she's not a tech person and wanted to make sure her videos look professional. She has a very high-end brand and she needed to make sure if she showed up on video, it reflected her high-end brand. Once she went through my program and saw it was literally just 2 pieces of equipment to get started, she realized creating video content wasn't going to be nearly as hard as she imagined. This is what my setup looks like usually on a filming day. You can see that I have my laptop on my desk, which has my script. I then have 2 softbox lights. So that's like those square things. And then a ring light in the middle where my camera sits. And you guys, because kids have been home, this has not been my setup for a while because I've had to make filming doable and whenever I could. So more recently, I've been doing my filming in wherever I can. So I've done filming in my living room. No difference in engagement, no difference in views because I sat in my undecorated living room with not that great of lighting. I sat outside. The kids were loud inside, so I just went outside and sat on our porch. Again, no difference in watch time, no difference in views because I didn't have like this high-end lighting setup going on. I even shot in my kitchen because I had to shoot a video and the kids were playing and you can see right there he is. There's my little guy. And I have more comments on this video about Trina, you're so relatable. You made this seem like a real person. I love that he's in there playing. So don't think that everything has to be perfect. You can make it more relatable and connect with your people when you do. In fact, I had to fold laundry one day and I was like, you know what? I can do 2 things at once. Let's multi-purpose this. And I folded laundry while filming a YouTube video. Literally, my laundry basket is in the frame. Also, I want to show you, like, you can just get started in front of a plain blank wall. When we moved out of our house and we were building our new house, This was the small apartment that we had, and there was no space in it. I just had this little wall that I could film on. It was this beige, ugly wall I hated, but that's what I filmed on. And you can see this video has over 25,000 views, and this video till this day still drives me leads to my business. People are signing up on my email list because of this video. You need to focus on the content and not what you have going on behind you, okay? So don't get wrapped up in that. Even Marie Forleo, this is her very first video. She sat on her couch. She had no fancy setup, no fancy studio, and nobody's really using any fancy studios these days anyways. So just start where you can. Okay, I need to hear from you. So I need to take a drink and I want to see some of your comments. Do you think you have a better idea of how to make video easier for you to implement? To maybe throw away some of those excuses you've been using to avoid video? I know right now it's really hard to juggle everything, and I am right there with you. But like I said, the one thing this year has taught us is how to get creative, how to show more of ourselves, and to work with what you have. So do you see that video is a little bit more possible and how you can really start using it? Yes, I totally agree. Completely unrelated. The gnome, that is my husband's gnome. Yeah. That is me right now. Blank wall. Absolutely. Mia loves Marie. Yes. Okay. I see you guys are seeing how this is possible. Okay. Let's keep this party rolling. So what should you see? This is the second secret in this process. Okay. What should you say? First of all, you need a script. And I'm going to tell you how I deal with a script. Everybody can deal with a script a little bit differently, but having a script is important because it's going to, one, save you time filming. If you don't have a game plan going into filming, it's going to take you a lot longer to film a video. Then you're going to have additional raw footage that you're going to have to edit. So by having a script, it's also going to save you time editing so that you don't have this massive raw footage. Then it's also going to save you time repurposing because you're going to know exactly what you need to say to be able to repurpose your content. And you're going to get more action takers because of the script that I'm about to share with you, okay? So my thoughts on a script are, I will write the beginning part, which I'm going to actually, let me tell you my thoughts on scripts here once I show you the breakdown of what this looks like. What I wanted to show you here is YouTube gives you audience retention graphs for every single video. So you can see exactly when people leave your video. This is an audience retention graph of a video where I wung it without a script. You can see that in 29 seconds, only 32% of people that clicked on that video are still watching. Only 32%. Everybody else left in 24 seconds, okay? This is what happened when I started scripting with the format I'm about to show you. You can see over a minute in and 73% of people are still watching. This is why it's so important because audience retention is gold on YouTube. So this is what this formula looks like. You need to have a hook. You need to open your video with a clear reason why this viewer needs to watch you. That means no branded intro, no like music and logo, because that just looks like an ad and that's going to cause people to leave your video. You also need to not jump on your video and say, hey guys, welcome back, or hi guys. If you're doing that right now, stop. You have 3 to 5 seconds to grab their attention. This is your first impression. And you need to let them know why they need to watch your video. What is the value they're going to get if they stick and watch your video? I'm going to give you an example here in a minute. Then you're going to move into your introduction, okay? You're going to move into your elevator pitch. So for me, I say, hey, welcome back. My name is Trina, and this channel is giving you everything you need to know about online video. It's something like that. It's been a while since I filmed. I got to film next week for my September content, so I'm a little rusty. But you need to give them a quick introduction, literally 15 seconds max, and then get to your content. You need to be sharing the meat of your content within the first 30-ish seconds, okay? Then you want to make sure your content is easy to follow, right? No fluff, completely valuable. Give it in steps, give it in tips, lessons learned, advice, screen tutorials, okay? This is how you're really going to make your audience retention better. Then here's the secret to get people to take action, especially, so there's 2 ways to do this, okay? If you're wanting to grow your YouTube channel and that's all you want to do, you need to be sending people to another YouTube video before they leave. So what I see a lot of people do is when they're done with like tip number 3, they say, that's it. That's all I have for you today. before you say that, you need to go directly from tip number 3 into, now you need to watch this video that's on your screen right now because it's going to show you how to do XYZ. That's going to increase your end screen click-through rates. We're going to talk about here in a little bit in YouTube 101, but you need to make sure your call to action is strong and before people leave. So if you want to grow on YouTube, that's the call to action you need to be doing. If you want to get more people on your email list or to your website, you need to tell them why they need to go over there, and you need to link to it in the description box. If you do not have 1,000 YouTube subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, you can't add an end screen to a link, but you can add your link in the description box. So when you go from tip number 3, you need to say, now, if you want to work with me through this entire process, I can do it for you. Go to the link in the description box to see how we can get scheduled a call right now. Or if you have a free opt-in, get the free checklist that will take you through this entire process every single time you do it, so you have it on your desk, okay? That's the key. Then your alternate endings. You're going to do a YouTube version. Then you're going to pause. You're going to do a Facebook version. So maybe you say, like this page for new tips, new videos every single week. You're going to do an Instagram TV version. So you can say something like, DM me right now. I love to have a conversation with you. So make sure you DM me and follow me here on Instagram, okay? Super easy. It takes you less than 30 seconds, but 3 times your content, right? Because from one YouTube video, you now have a Facebook video. You now have an Instagram video, all right? That's my secret. And this doesn't just work with me. This is actual client results. You can see within 30 seconds, 40% of people have left her video. But when she started following this format, we are over 3.5 minutes in and 64% of people are still watching. So my thoughts on a script are, you need to pick what's right for you. So for me, I will script my hook. I need to know exactly what I say in my hook to nail it every single time. So I script my hook to make sure I nail it. Then I have bullet points in the content piece, because what happens to me if I write every single word down, I am a perfectionist and I want to make sure I say everything right. So I get so wrapped up on getting the words right that it takes out my personality. I get too tight and it just looks weird and I hate the way it turns out. So I will just write bullet points. Some of you may need it word for word. So I will script my hook and I will script my call to action, because those are the 2 most important pieces. I usually know what it is I'm talking about in the middle because it's my jam, it's my expertise. So I can do the middle part. I really script the hook and I script the ending. This is my friend Claire, who is actually a Facebook ad strategist, and she worked with me through this program. And she said that after going through my program and seeing how powerful YouTube can be for evergreen content, and more importantly, it's free, it can drive you leads for free, she realized YouTube needed to be a constant pillar in her marketing efforts. And this is a YouTube ad specialist, okay? So I need to know real quick, let's pull it back to you guys again. Make sure you're still paying attention. I'm going to get another drink. I want to know where you're currently creating content for. Are you creating content for Instagram, blog, Facebook, newsletter, YouTube? Where are you focusing your content creation at right now? And I'm going to grab a drink and see where you guys are creating content. Do you have a formula to write a perfect hook? Oh, Ellie, that's a great question. Let me touch base on that here after this. So where are you all creating content for? Who do we got in here? Do we got any YouTube people? Anybody creating YouTube videos? I dump a lot of time on Instagram. Oh, yes, and it disappears in 48 hours. Nia, I feel you. Alessandra, Facebook. Angel, Facebook. 6 hours. Stephanie, Instagram, Facebook, blog, newsletter. Stephanie, you're creating a lot of content. The Posh Academy, YouTube, Intuitive Wife, YouTube, and IG mostly. Okay, great. So we got a well-rounded area. Awesome. So we're going to talk about YouTube. That's what you came for probably today, because I'm live on YouTube, and we're going to talk about YouTube 101. So here's the biggest YouTube myth that you hear all the time. It's not about ranking your video, okay? The thing is, you can pick all the perfect tags and all the perfect keywords, but if your video is not good, if your audience retention isn't there, if your click-through rate isn't there, your video is never going to succeed, okay? You can't rank your video on YouTube with just keywords and tags. This is the biggest myth that you will have. SEO research on YouTube was YouTube circa 2015. You need to be focused on these other three things that is working right now in 2020, that's working with channels that I work with that are over 500,000 subscribers. This is what's working on YouTube, okay? Click-through rate, how well your title and your thumbnail get people to click. Because nobody clicks on your video, YouTube's not going to show it to anybody, okay? Because they're wasting prime real estate if your video isn't getting clicks. The second thing is audience retention. If people aren't watching your video and if 60% of people are leaving in the first 30 seconds, why should YouTube put that video in front of people? Even if it has all the perfect keywords, right? If it has all the perfect keywords and nobody watches it, why is YouTube going to take up the real estate and lose ad money if people aren't even watching your videos? And the third thing is end screen click-through. YouTube wants videos that get people to binge, right? If you can get somebody to watch another video and watch another video, that's where we've seen success with that calligraphy channel. She increased her end screen click-through rate from about a 3% to an over 10%. And that's where the growth really happened, is when we focused on that. So your click-through rate, you have a click-through rate for every single video. Now, there is no like gold number. What I always tell people is you got to constantly compete with yourself. This is a 4.5% on my video. I need to constantly strive to do better. Can I hit a 5? Can I hit a 6? Can I hit a 7? Because the higher my click-through rates are, the more I prove to YouTube, if they put my content in front of people, they will watch it. Audience retention. The key that I look here is, can I get 50% of people who clicked on my video to the last 20 seconds when I can show them end screens, when I can have a call to action to another video? Because that end screen click-through rate is important. You see, this one totally bombed. This end screen click-through rate is a 1.8%. That's not doing me any good. This video is probably not going to do very well because that end screen click-through rate is so low. But you can see my channel average is a 4.1. This is what matters on YouTube right now. It's not about tags. It's not about keywords, okay? This is what matters. The reason why tags and keywords don't work is because I could literally upload a video with all the perfect keywords that say how to grow a YouTube channel in 2020 and title it that and everything. And I could just be literally singing a Justin Bieber song. Okay? So YouTube knows people can lie. So this is what it's looking at now to determine if your content is valuable enough to be put in front of more people. All right? So if we don't take anything away from today, this is what you need to take away. All right? Now, we're going to go into that bonus secret, and that is the video multiplier effect that has saved me hours, probably weeks of my life. This is how I pretty much felt after postpartum depression. I was burnt out over creating content. I was on every single platform possible. While yes, I was seeing more leads come in and those metrics were growing, more followers, more likes, more subscribers, I realized, as dramatic as it is, my life was literally slipping away from me. I was spending most of my time creating content. And when I was with my kids, I was thinking about content I could be creating or using them as content. And I knew then it had to stop. You see, I was recreating the wheel over and over and over again for every single platform, for every single post. So I cut to, like I said, focusing just on YouTube and then multiplying that video everywhere possible. I said this earlier, but people prefer platforms and it is hard to get them to bounce from platform to platform. So you need to bring the content to them. You need more eyeballs on your content. You need more leads in your business. You don't need more followers. You don't need more subscribers. You need more people seeing your content to build that know, like, and trust so they want to take that next step with you. And just a little side note here, I am on a personal mission to get people to stop posting Facebook Lives on YouTube because it is not going to do anything for you. It isn't going to work. It's just wasting your time and it's going to kill your chance of having evergreen content on YouTube reach more people. So I'm going to show you the right way to repurpose your content right now. We already talked about why repurposing starts with video because remember, social platforms love video. Everybody likes their own different platform. Video is much easier and cheaper to repurpose so that you're going to have a content strategy that looks like YouTube at the top. Then you turn it into a blog. Then you turn it into a newsletter, Facebook, Instagram TV episode, video pins, Instagram stories, okay? That's what it's going to look like. And then once you do this, this is the end result. Here's a YouTube video that I created. Here's the blog post. That's the newsletter. Here's the newsletter that I sent out about that video. Here's the blog post that I posted about that video. Here's the Facebook version that I posted. Here's the Instagram TV version that I posted. Here's the LinkedIn version that I posted. And here's the video pin that I posted. All right. I turned one video into all of that content, and it doesn't take that much once you create the templates that you need. This is a student inside my program, Video Strategy Academy. Here are her YouTube videos. Turn them into Instagram TV. Turn them into Facebook videos. This is a student inside, Jessica, who's a baby sleep consultant. She would literally stop at the idea of just making the video, let alone multiplying it. But Video Strategy Academy gave her the templates and the step-by-step walkthrough to make multiplying video content for a whole month in advance possible. That's the power multiplying your content can have. So I want to cover real quick what we tackled here today, and I'm going to tell you how you can get my workflow for absolutely free and all of these templates too. First, we conquered the fear of tech. I hope I made it a lot easier to do and you're not worried about your background. We learned what to say in your videos. I gave you that script formula to be really powerful with your content. And we learned about YouTube 101. Do you now see how video content becomes your secret weapon to creating more content in less time, thus getting more eyes on your offer? Pretty powerful, right? Plus, I threw in a little bonus for you and showed you exactly how to multiply your content. But here was what we need to understand. We need to come up with a plan. I'm guilty of this too. So many times we sit on these trainings, or we listen to podcasts, or we read books, and we get really excited about what we learned. And then we never actually create a plan to implement it because life happens and we just don't take that next step. That's one reason why I created that worksheet for you, so you have this to take with you. But I want to hear from you right now in the chat. Can you see how creating a YouTube video isn't just another thing on your to-do list? It is your to-do list. Can you see by getting a plan in place how this could really make a change in your business and your to-do list? This could be what makes you be able to go full-time in your business, is getting more eyes on your content. Can you start to see that? Let me know in the chat real quick. Oh, Jen, this is so helpful. Oh, thank you, Jen. Now is your time to finally have content that works for you around the clock. That's literally what I have. I have an army of videos that work for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just like that flu story when I booked a client when we were sick with the flu. My videos also helped me have the most profitable months ever when I was working half the amount of time because we didn't have childcare. That's what video does. Now is your time to stop wasting your efforts on platforms that bury your content in hours. Facebook at 6 hours, Instagram at 48 hours. It's your time to have content work for you. Well, maybe you do have to homeschool this fall. I know this weekend we are getting this office set up and it's now the kindergarten classroom. So I get it. The action steps I shared with you today are truly possible to complete. So what do you say? Do you feel hopeful and see the light at the end of the content creation tunnel? Give me a why in the comments if you can see how this can work for you. I love when I see on Friday so many people had like these light bulb epiphany moments and they really saw how this could work for them. I've worked really hard to make this training as digestible as possible in 60 minutes. We're a little bit over that, but I love to always overvalue, overgive. I love to always overgive. And I gave you exactly what you need, but there might be some of you right now that kind of feel like, but what's next? How do I start creating that plan? How do I make sure I start implementing this? Or maybe you just really like a little bit more coaching, a little bit more support, a little more hand holding because you really want to nail your YouTube strategy and you want to commit to hanging your content hat on YouTube. I promise I'm going to make this super quick and I'm going to get right to how you can get my workflow for free. But can you let me know if you want to hear a little bit more about how I can help you nail your content strategy? Give me a why in the chat so I can grab a drink real quick. Lots of whys, love it. You're very welcome, Alessandra. Lots of whys. Okay, so real quick. I am currently opening the doors to Video Strategy Academy. They are only open until tomorrow at 5 p.m. You can absolutely learn, you can absolutely put in place everything you learned here today. And you can Google and YouTube any of the missing pieces to make video really work for you. Or you can use my program, Video Strategy Academy. It is my signature program along with the built-in mastermind community for accountability and support. It is the first and the only system out there, the only program out there to teach you how to use YouTube, the strategy of YouTube for evergreen lead generation, in addition to repurposing your videos like you've never seen before. There is literally no other course out there like this. Because most courses focus primarily on one platform. But again, I'm a mom. I know we need to multiply our content and we need to save time. And so that's why I focus on YouTube and show you how to repurpose this to save you time. I want to run through everything that you get. If you got questions, remember, I'm staying here to answer all of these. So there are 8-module foundational video strategy academy curriculum with 35 plus lessons. You can see in module 1, by the time you finish this, you'll have a game plan on how to get through the program and actually complete it. We literally have a 30 and 90-day plan with everything that you need to do those days to get through the entire program. Plus, I broke down how YouTube really works when it comes to ranking videos and being found in search versus suggested. So a lot of you on YouTube, this gives you the key to figuring YouTube out. Then we talk about the strategy. After this module, you'll finally have clarity on how YouTube fits into your overall marketing plan and strategy. Spoiler alert, YouTube is your forever marketing plan. I want you to think about going through 3 different cycles on your YouTube channel, especially if you're a business. There's the growth cycle where you're growing your YouTube channel. There's the email cycle where you're growing your email. And then there's the launch cycle where you're launching something to make money. Like I'm in right now, I'm launching my program and I'm in my launch cycle. So these are the 3 cycles you're going to use on YouTube to take your business to that next level and increase your revenue. Then you're going to get your YouTube channel set up to look pretty or make your channel look professional, super polished, super professional. You'll finish this module with a YouTube channel that you're excited to show off and share. Then we're going into very specific tactics and research that you need to do. This is the right research that you need to do to make sure those videos that you put up. I know somebody asked, how do we make sure we target the right people? This module goes through all those tactics to make sure that you're creating the right videos. And I show you how to do that research. Then we go into how to film the video. We also talk about how to plan in advance, how to batch. Remember, batching is such a key component to my strategy and how I'm able to stay consistent with kids quarantine at home. In this module, you'll learn how to create totally binge-worthy videos that are high quality, look professional, and put those I'm not techie fears aside. Then the fun one, the BYOE, the Be Your Own Editor. Like I said, we've got training on how to use iMovie, Final Cut, Camtasia, also how to put music and sound effects and all of that stuff as well. Then optimizing. So what you really need to know about tags, what to put in the description box, how to do the end screen, what about cards, what's a great thumbnail, all of that stuff inside of here. And then the last piece is the promotion. The biggest mistake I see entrepreneurs make is not using all their platforms to share about their YouTube channel. So I'm going to show you my exact promotion strategy that I do use for my YouTube channel. This is Zoe. So many people think like, okay, it's going to take a while till I make money. Zoe published a video to less than 200 subscribers and in 24 hours made $200. She talked about a product that she was an affiliate to and made $200 in less than 24 hours with 200 subscribers. This process works. You get it in front of the right people and you make money, okay? This is Brittany. Again, she just posted a few videos as well with just a few videos live, under 400 subscribers, under 400, okay? She was able to book multiple dream clients from her videos and got asked to speak at her dream conference. That is the power of creating videos for the right people and not for the masses. These are wins that our students are seeing every single week. You can see that this person got asked to collaborate with a major health YouTuber. This person finally published her first video. This person reached 1,000 subscribers. This person hit 1.8 thousand subscribers and is getting close to 4,000 subscribers. So literally you have everything that you need to make sure your YouTube strategy is in place. You're also getting my video multiplier formula. You're going to see exactly how I multiply my content. It shows you how to turn one video into 10 plus pieces of content, gives you all the scripts, the tech how-tos, a formula to follow step by step, how to create this 24/7 sales team for all the social platforms. And let me know if you want me to make it even easier, because you know what? I threw in some templates too. I know I can't actually film videos for you, but I want to do everything I can to make this process as smooth and easy as possible for you. So I created templates for you. All you need to do is take them, copy them, change them into your brand colors and your brand fonts, and they're already done for you. We got IGTV templates, we got IGTV cover photos, Facebook video templates, Pinterest templates, and more. So you're getting that as well. You're getting instant access to all the VSA graphics, checklists, worksheets, the video multiplier formula. Um, what else do you guys think you need? I mean, that's a lot of stuff, but you know what? I got some more. How about some coaching and community? So you're going to get access to our Video Strategy Academy students only Facebook group for support and accountability. Plus, I go live every single month to answer all your questions. If you can't make it, there is a replay. You can submit your questions in advance. I'm in this Facebook literally at least 4 times a week to get feedback to you as quick as possible. Like I said, you're also getting that 30 and 90-day plan, so you make sure you get through this course. It's not just a course that collects dust on your virtual shelves. I've already mapped it out for you with a to-do list to get through this. Remember, you're also getting all 8 of these video strategy modules as well. Whew. So many of my students still enjoy going live, so using live as an integral part of their video strategy. So I decided, why not add a live stream like a pro bonus too? So you're also going to get my live stream like a pro bonus. It's going to teach you and show you the tech behind going live here on YouTube, on Facebook. It's also going to give you script templates for how to go live. I literally went live every single day last week doing a live training series, and I give you those scripts so you can see exactly how it looked in real life. So you can just swipe that and use it to make your lives a lot better. You get access to my editing templates bundle with over 15 animated graphics for you to use. So if you've ever wanted like those graphic subscribe buttons, those graphic like buttons, I've already created them for you. I also give you access to them so you can customize them to your brand as well. I've created call out text animations. I created like button animations. You get them all, you download them, and I show you exactly how to use them in your editing software. And the branding template so that you can make sure your YouTube channel is set up professionally. We've got channel banner templates, we've got end screen templates, and we have thumbnail templates already in there for you to implement. And if you pay in full today, you're going to get this workshop that I did for my students in my VIP program. It was a 3-hour workshop where I taught them how to create their very first lead magnet, how to create a landing page for that lead magnet, and how to create a sequence of emails for that lead magnet. So if you need to grow your email list and you're not sure how to do it, you're going to get this for free when you pay in full. You're going to get examples of lead magnets and how to make yours. You're going to get examples of landing pages, and you're going to get examples of welcome and sequence emails as well. Whew. So that's like a really large number, right? But what if all Video Strategy Academy did was help you finally create video content that got you on the 2nd largest search engine in the world and booked that perfect client every single month? Or what if it taught you how to save time creating content so you have a sales team of videos working for you around the clock so you don't have to, if you're like me, having to commit to homeschooling or online schooling this fall? Or what if all it did was give you the already created templates to multiply your content so you can finally have time to grab that virtual margarita with your friend on Zoom? I know I need one of those virtual margaritas with a friend here this weekend. Because while free content can do a lot for your business, and I've been able to do a lot with free content, what I've learned is when you put the money where your mouth is, you tend to get a much better result because you want to make sure you get your money's worth and show up and do the work. No worries, I'm not going to make you invest in anywhere near that number that I showed you here today. So how would you like to learn from me and have feedback from me for just a few dollars a day? Does that sound like something that you'd be interested in? And I really want to break this down because I know the number can be big, but if you look at it like this, we pull out a calculator, okay? What's your top tier offer? So if you're a photographer or you're a graphic designer or you're a website builder, what's your top tier offer? Let's say it's $1,000. How many of those can you have a month? Let's say you can have 5. That's $5,000 a month that you need. You need 5 clients, okay? You literally only need 5 of the right people to watch your video to make $5,000 a month. All right, that's how powerful this is. And if you get 1 client, this course pays that off. If you get one client from my course, it's already paid off. Plus you made $500 if your client is paying you $1,000. And if you're a course creator, how many courses do you need to sell to hit your revenue goal? You'd actually probably be surprised when you look at your revenue goals to see how many you needed to sell. When I broke it down, I realized I only needed to sell 25 courses a month, and that's less than a course a day. That's 25 of the right views on YouTube, and that allowed me to hit my revenue goals. This works. This is Lindsay. She's joined Video Strategy Academy at the beginning of the year. She got her first client on YouTube within 2 months of following this process. She got it from a YouTube video within 2 months of following this program. Vanessa as well, she's been able to book some of her best clients through her videos on YouTube. And she also got that, she's also using her webcam in her living room, and she's been moving around a lot with her husband, and she's has 3 children as well, and she homeschools them. So if Vanessa can do this, literally, I trust that you can do this, you guys. So that is the value of everything inside, over $5,000, but you can get inside today for just $497. $497 US dollars. You're going to go to that link. There is a link below this video if you want to enroll now and get all those extra bonuses. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because there's a dump truck out there. With so many new video content options, most recently with Instagram Reels, I want you to understand Video Strategy Academy is going to be your one-stop spot for all things video content for your business. I'm actually learning Reels right now, so I can add bonus modules on Reels because I want Video Strategy Academy to give you everything you need when it comes to video content. And there is a payment plan. So you can get started with $97 and 5 more payments after that. And while it's not on the page that you see it, if you click the payment plan button, there is a 12-month payment plan of $52, I'm sorry. So it's not on the actual page. If you go to trinalittle.com/VSA, you're going to see this page. And if you click that little enroll now button, that coral button up in the corner, it's going to take you down to this stack. Just click on that payment plan option. And when you get to that next page, it looks like this. You're going to see that option for the 12-month payment plan of $52. So it's there. If that's the option for you, I wanted to make this as accessible as possible, knowing that we're in this really weird time period. I just wanted to be able to help as the best way that I could. So I broke it down into $52 for the next 12 months. You can get to that link down below, trinalittle.com/VSA. And you see in that little corner where there's that blue box that says, have a question, let's chat. That is me answering. Obviously I can't answer right now, but all this evening and all day tomorrow before the doors close at 5 p.m. tomorrow, that is me on the other end answering your questions. So anytime you have a question, pop it in there and I will answer. So again, all you need to do, once you do that, you're inside, you get instant access to everything that I talked to you about. You can request the Facebook group and I will let you in here by the end of the day as well. If you do the work in modules 1 through 3 within 14 days and you show me your work and you're not satisfied with it, or you're like, it's just not for you, I will buy it back from you. That's our guarantee that we have on this program. Now there is a VIP option, so I just want to explain that real quick and then tell you how you're going to get the workflow blueprint for free. In the VIP option, we have weekly coaching calls. So every single week we have a coaching call at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Thursday where we can mastermind. You can ask me your questions. It is a Zoom call, so it's a more personal one-on-one. Whereas in the course, it is just a Facebook Live. So you'll have to like type your questions in. We also have critique calls. So you can give me manager access to your channel and I will literally go into your channel data and analyze it for you and tell you what I think your next steps should be. And we have monthly continuing education. We've got guest experts from public speaking strategists to Instagram strategists, Pinterest strategists, welcome sequence strategists. I want to really help you encompass a strong business to make the money that you want to make. And so I'm bringing in experts from around the niches of all different aspects of your business, and plus things like how to create your own webinar like this, how to create your first lead magnet. Those are all continuing education opportunities inside the VIP option. And there are payment plans for that as well. If you just click on that button, it will take you to payment plan options. So if you enroll in VIP today, you are going to get a free 30-minute one-on-one call with me, just you and me. If you enroll in VIP today, we will have that free 30-minute call scheduled next week with you. So you do get one-on-one time with me if you enroll in VIP. So you have two options here. You can absolutely do this alone. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You can test things out. You can figure out what's working and what's not. You can create all your templates from scratch as well, but you still won't know why your videos aren't attracting the right people. Or B, you can get inside a Video Strategy Academy with a proven strategy already laid out for you in an easy to follow 30 or 90-day plan, plus all the templates to get started. I'm going to answer all your questions here in just 1 minute, but one of the biggest questions I get all the time is, how comes, Trina, you only have 30,000 subscribers? Well, I don't even have that yet. I'm like at 28. That's because I spend most of my time on other big channels like video creators. I've been working with Tim for over 2 years now. And while my channel is under 30,000 subscribers, I'm making 6 figures in my own business. And so I'm proud of my 30,000 subscribers. Remember, we talked about here, it's not about the subscriber number. It's about getting in front of the right people that are going to pay you. I also am a live streamer and a partner with TubeBuddy, one of the largest YouTube tools out there, and they consider me one of the industry leading educator. And I live stream every other week with them, every other month with them, and they trust me and my knowledge, and that's where I'm spending my time. I spend a lot of my time behind the scenes working on bigger channels and not my own, because my own channel is working well enough for me. So if you enroll today on this call, you're going to get my workflow blueprint. It has everything that you need to see exactly my entire workflow process for YouTube. And I've added all new trainings in here. So whether you're an Asana user or Trello user, all new trainings are added in here. You're also going to get my process for how I stay up to date with my daily to-dos, my weekly to-dos. You're going to get my entire content plan workflow, how I plan content for Instagram TV, YouTube. You're going to get that template. You're going to get my 90-day planning process, how I plan my quarters. You're also going to get how I track all my business numbers to make sure I'm hitting my revenue goal. And the biggest one so many people want is you're going to get my entire launch process. You're going to see everything that I did to launch this program step by step. All you need to do is copy that to-do list, and you can launch your own product following my process. So that's what you're going to get if you enroll here today. Again, it's one payment of $497, and it's 6 payments of $97. And there is that 12 monthly payment as well. But the doors are closing tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing and see what questions you guys all have. I know we had some people pop in. So let me say hello to some students real quick that joined during our time together. Let's say hello to Camille. Welcome, Camille, to Video Strategy Academy. Let's also welcome Mary. Mary, welcome. I'm so excited to join you. Jen, the wedding photography coach, is already inside. She bought last week, so she can answer any questions as well. I can't wait, you guys. Please jump in. Feel free to jump in. I want to welcome you personally. So again, if you enroll during this time that I am live, you're going to get the workflow blueprint for free. So please drop any questions. Erin, can you real quick drop me this Google Doc with all the questions in Slack so I can grab that? I totally forgot to grab that. So Erin, if you can get that real quick, I'm going to make sure I get all of your questions answered. Let's see. I think I can find it real quick. You guys, what do you think? Are you going to join me? What do you say? What do you say? I'm just looking for the link, you guys, because we had a Google Doc. Here is the doc for collecting questions. Okay. Let's see. Is making longer videos beneficial and why, or is making shorter regular videos? Okay. So when it comes to video length, you need to focus on audience retention. Honestly, what can happen? Let's say you make a 15-minute video and people watch 3 minutes of your 15-minute video, but you make a 10-minute video and people watch 8 minutes of it. That 8 minutes is more valuable than the 3 minutes in the 15-minute video, right? So you need to really look at your audience retention and how can you create good videos that people are going to watch the entire process. That's what we go through in Video Strategy Academy. We teach you how to edit them to keep them engaged. We teach you how to script them to keep them engaged as well. How do you upload videos with less than 20 subscribers? You just upload them on YouTube. If you're new to YouTube, we have an entire training inside of Video Strategy Academy on how to use YouTube as well. How do you keep track of your content, uploaded and not? my content workflow, which you get for free here today if you enroll. So I show you, so my video workflow is basically my content workflow since I start with YouTube. And so we start there and then we start adding it to my content plan, which is on a color-coded calendar. I love it so much. And that's how we really start mapping it out, and that's how we track it all. Can you please tell me how to attract the right audience? So that's a heavy question, and we would be here for another hour. And I go into detail exactly how to research videos, how to look at comments on videos, how to look at people who are doing similar videos to you and look at their videos. There's really this whole encompassing strategy that I teach inside of the tactics phase of Video Strategy Academy that tell you exactly how to create content for the right people. I have an email list through ConvertKit, which if you pay in full today, you're going to get access on exactly how I created an email list through ConvertKit and how I do that with a lead magnet. So can your hook be 5 to 15-second video? So your hook is the beginning of your video. I would ideally do a longer than 5 to 15-second video. Your hook should be about 15 to 20 seconds, just enough to really grab their attention and make them want to keep watching. How do you formulate to write a perfect hook? So what you really want to look at, what you really want to think about, and this is something that you can do inside of Video Strategy Academy, the Facebook group. You can submit a hook and ask, like, what do you think about this? Like, how would you hook people for this topic? And people in there are going to give you suggestions. It's a very active Facebook group. Plus, you're going to get my feedback as well. So it would really depend on the content. And then you could either ask a question or, drop a statistic, some way to make them really excited. I want to welcome somebody in who just joined. Stephanie, welcome into Video Strategy Academy. And you're going to get the pay in full bonus as well since you paid in full. Do you recommend bringing people to YouTube or giving them the content on other platforms or maybe teasing the video? So we talk about, like, what is your overall goal? For me, I want people to see my content. I want people to want to work with me. I want people to buy my workflow. I want people to buy my course. And so subscriber numbers isn't important to me. So I put my content on all the platforms, the full video and all the platforms, because that serves me better. That makes me money. Getting people to my YouTube channel to subscribe to my YouTube channel or to watch my YouTube video doesn't make me money. I'll tell you guys right now, with less than 30,000 subscribers and about 100,000 views a month, I make less than $400 from AdSense on YouTube. So that's why I don't really focus on YouTube as like sending people there. I just need people to see my content and buy my stuff. Do you need SEO in order for people to see and click on it? So it's not about SEO. It's about the YouTube trifecta: click-through rate, how well your title and thumbnail get people to click; audience retention, are people watching to the end; and 3, end screen click-through rates, are you getting people to watch more content? Is there an expiration to the program? So you have until tomorrow at 5 p.m. to enroll. It's the last time we are opening this program until 2021 because, like I said quite a few times here today, I am now the new kindergarten teacher here to my daughter. So my time's going to be cut in half, and I really want to focus the time that I do have to work, spend it on giving students feedback in the Facebook group. So you do have lifetime access to the entire course content in the upgrades. So like I said, I am working on Reels, and that's a module that's going to come to Video Strategy Academy within the next couple of months because I really want to figure out how to use it. I've heard it's very glitchy right now. So I really want to figure out the best way to use Reels to obviously drive leads to my business before I send that out to you guys. But you have lifetime access to it. Should you use incognito for search so it doesn't give us what we look at versus what someone is looking at? Yeah, I mean, you can, but in my program, what I show you is you're looking at some different things. You're looking at how many views that video has versus how many subscribers that channel has. You're looking at comments. You're looking at how they're opening the video. So you can look at incognito window results, but we're looking at other things as well in the tactics side of planning out your strategy. Please expand on your comment that your first 6 videos need to be free. So what I mean is, don't get so wrapped up on the whole strategy behind it. Like, don't worry about everything being perfect before you start. Just create content on what it is you want to create content on. Obviously, like I said, under that umbrella, if you're HGTV, obviously there's like the Chip and Joanna content. There's the Homes on Homes. There's the garden stuff. For me, I talk about online video, but there's the workflow process of it. There's the uploading process of it. There's the editing, right? So it's still under the same niche. But for example, you would think that the content that does well on my channel would be video strategy. And really the videos that do well is when I post about what to do your first YouTube video on. And I would not have known that had I not put different types of content out. And first video ideas always do well. So that's what I mean about just kind of playing with your content and not getting so stressed about those first 6 videos. Editing equipment. You just need your laptop or a phone. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, iMovie is great. Laptop, computer, iMovie, Final Cut Pro, Camtasia, like I said, we have trainings in there. Are the graphics on the slide info from YouTube? Are the graphics on the slide info? So the graphics you saw today, I made those on Google Slides. I don't know if that's what you're asking. Why are you doing that? Oh, that's an old question. YouTube gets upset if they leave early, but they don't get upset if you have multiple calls to action where they leave. So what if you point? So as a business owner, we have to balance sending people to more YouTube videos versus sending people to our free opt-in, okay? So what you want to focus on is like a 50-50 ratio. Half of your video should be sending people to another video. The other half should be sending them to where you need them to go, to an opt-in, to your Work With Me page, wherever you need to send them. What if you want to do 3 or 4 topics for YouTube? How would you organize that? So you need to think about who is watching your content. You need to have an idea of who your target audience is. Let's say you want to do cooking and you want to do beauty and you want to do reviews. How can you pull that all together? It's called your value proposition. You need to have a clear value of what somebody is going to get out of you if they come to your channel. So for me, I'm targeting business owners who want to grow their business with organic traffic. So that's why I use video, because organic traffic from Google, organic traffic from YouTube, right? So you really need to have a core audience on who you're targeting, because you can't get started on YouTube as just a lifestyle brand. Okay, you need to be very specific when you get started on YouTube so people know you're the channel for XYZ. And do you aim to make 10 minutes or 4 minutes? I tend to make whatever videos I need to make, whatever it ends up being. I know the content that I'm sharing, and that's what I do. That's how much it ends up being. I think that is all the questions. Let me pop over here. Does anybody else have any other questions? Wedding photography coach Jen, I've already grown 3 subscribers after joining last week. The support in the Facebook is the best I've ever seen for Facebook groups and courses. Yes, awesome. Christina, yes, I can't wait for the IG Reels bonus. You're amazing. I can't wait. Course is incredible. Oh, nobody knows how to repurpose as good as Trina does. She is the real deal time saver pro. Oh my goodness, thank you. This course gave me the step-by-step what to do. I am only halfway through and already seeing growth and feel so much more comfortable. Oh, yay. Last call, you guys. If you want to get my workflow for free, it's normally $100. You're going to get it till we are wrapping up here. Like I said, I'm going to double check, make sure nobody else enrolled, because I like to personally invite you guys. The doors are open until tomorrow, 5 p.m. tomorrow. The doors are closing, so that I can focus on everybody inside and homeschooling, because hooray for homeschooling. But if you guys have any questions, Alyssa, Illy, Mia, Stephanie, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Is there an expiration to the program? I think I got that one. No, you get lifetime access to all the course content. We are adding more and more of those editing, those graphics, like the subscribe buttons. So we are taking requests from people inside of the program, what they need, what kind of graphics, motion graphics do you need? And we're creating those. I've really loved doing that. It's been like a little passion project for me. And so we actually take suggestions from people inside of Video Strategy Academy. That's where the email list workshop came from as well. People wanted to know how to create an opt-in. So we literally take your requests and then bring them to life. That's what I love too. I love being able to bring suggestions to life, because while I have ideas, a lot of the times people in Video Strategy Academy have even better ideas that I wouldn't think about. And so it is really engaging Facebook group, like Steph said. And it's a platform. I'm not a course creator who just like, here's your course, peace out. I'm going to go sit on the beach for the next 3 months. I'm in that Facebook group. I am wanting you to succeed. I am standing there with you and doing what I can to help you hit those goals and give you the feedback that you need to see success. And so you can hit those goals, because I know what it's like to feel alone and to not know what to do next and just want feedback. I don't want anybody to ever go through that loneliness in your business like I did when I got started. And so that's really a reason why I started this program, is to create a community, obviously for myself selfishly, but also to give back and to be that sounding board for people as well when they are getting started with video. Because I would post videos on YouTube and not know, is this good? Did this work when I first got started 5 years ago? So that's what I really created this community for and this course for, is to be that person for you. All right, you guys, I am going to call it a day. I'm going to do last call. Jump in now, trinalittle.com/VSA. If you want to get that workflow bonus, it's going. And as soon as I click this live stream, it is gone. And I appreciate all of you for being here today. If you've got questions, remember you can hit that live chat inside. Oh, I didn't show you guys. Do you guys that are still here, do you want to see what it looks like inside? I was going to show you guys real quick what it looks like. Aaron's probably like, Trina, I got some stuff to do. But let me show you real quick what it looks like inside so you can see exactly what you're getting. So let me share my screen. This is the actual program. And as soon as you enroll, this is what it looks like. So you can see instantly you get your 30 and 90-day program. You can see how it's broken down into the modules. They're literally less than 10 minutes long. I'm a mom, so I gotta create punchy, good content that's gonna get you results fast. So they're literally under 10 minutes long. You'll click on these and it is a video of me teaching you exactly what you need. The ones that I have worksheets linked below for certain trainings as well, so you're gonna get that. What else is in here? You can see here's all the lessons. Specifically, here's the editing process. So you're going to learn how to edit in Camtasia, iMovie, Final Cut Pro. This is a really cool one that I just added recently. You get to see me literally edit a client's video. So I have a client that I still edit for, and you get to literally watch me edit her video in Final Cut Pro. I thought that one was a really cool one to share. You can see, even if you're just getting started, this program really grows with you. So it helps the beginners get started and grows with you to become that more advanced user on YouTube. So you can see we dig into the more strategic stuff on down here. Once you get that content up and you can start getting the data, you can see we dive into the strategy and really pull that lever to make it work for you to hit those goals as well. So, you can also see inside of here, this is the video multiplier formula. You see we have templates in here, how to edit videos for stories. It's literally me editing videos for stories right inside of here using Keynote. Super simple way to get started editing stories. The templates are all in here as well. Again, let me scroll on down here. What else is in here? All these bonuses. Setting up an editorial calendar and how to batch. So I'm really showing you the best way to batch, how to launch a digital product. So in here, it's a 36-minute training showing you exactly how I use this. You get my literal checklist in Asana for a launch. Download it and use it. So you can see all the moving pieces to a launch. Scroll on down here. This is the cool one. Right here, your library of files. So you can get this subscribe button, use it for yourself. Another subscribe button right here, also a like button, all for you to get. And we have an entire list of customizable graphics as well. So if you would rather have a like button with your brand colors in there, I show you how to do that, and you can do that immediately, already done. Again, if you want to use YouTube Live, there's a training in here that shows you exactly how to go live on YouTube, how to go live on Facebook, and also get those script templates right here. You can see exactly my scripts that I use so that you have a plan when you go live and you actually get action takers on your live to work with you or sign up for your course. So that's the inside of it. And there's also a Facebook group included as well. So I just wanted to make sure you guys could see everything. I'm probably going to lose my voice here any minute now. So if you please have any questions, reach out to me, message me, DM me on Instagram, wherever you're at, and ask me. Like I said, I'm going to be on the chat. If you've got chat questions, if you want to chat me on that sales page, feel free to do it. And yeah, I hope I really get to work with some of you. Some of you guys had some great niches that I would love to see inside of the group. And yeah, last call for the workflow. And I will see some of you that join inside. Jen, I'll see you inside. Is it critical to be on Facebook? No, I don't have a core, or I don't have a Facebook strategy. I just put my videos on Facebook, and it's naturally growing my Facebook presence by not even doing much, just republishing my YouTube video over there. So the reason why I'm on Facebook, Ashley, is to do some ads. I use ads to test some things out. So that's the only reason why I'm on Facebook. And then I use the Facebook group because it's usually the easiest way to get in contact with people. That's usually where people are most engaged. So we are doing our group on Facebook. If it's something that people eventually want to move off of Facebook, that's something we can look at as well. But for right now, we do have it on the Facebook group. So, all right, you guys, you have until tomorrow at 5 p.m. Sorry, I'm trying to find the button. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to get in this time around before we close up shop, this is your chance. You have about 24 hours to do it. And it won't open until 2021. So thank you guys so much for being here today. And I'm excited to work with the few of you that jumped in. Bye, guys.